is just so electric under center in his 5th season now, Lamar Jackson.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run here with Sanders. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. That throw by Young incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now Sanders. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, Young. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start. And seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Jackson now. They'll roll him out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
The Ravens at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That good for 19 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. Nope. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Young. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 38. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory even if they don't get it, though. Throwing, Young, and that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The fullback dive held up short. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jackson eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore 1st.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 13 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First down, Young. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. Again, that's Hurst. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Young now from the 50. Sharks got it left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar.
looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Second down, back to Sanders. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll try to throw now. Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Young working out of the gun. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, Young throwing middle, and it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Young throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Young to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. To throw is Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more 1st down to help salt this one away. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 42. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Young will set to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Ravens, They continue.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many, give it Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on the chip when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most.